Obviously, you can see how this AED is configured differently than the one you saw in the first old video. We've got the 30 to 2. We don't have a circulation check on here, so we still have the universal on-off button. We'll do a self-check.
Okay, adult pads.
It senses the adult pads.
Stay calm. Check responsiveness. Call for help. Stay calm. Check responsiveness. Call for help.
So it should give us some further instruction here.
Check breathing. Give 2 breaths. Attach defib pads to patient's bare chest.
So it's going to stop here because obviously it's not going to sense the pads are attached to anything, but you know, you can see how it guides everybody through the rescuers. And your students that you're teaching will be fairly interested in that
Attach
aspect.
defib pads to patient's bare chest.
So usually the site coordinator person is in charge of bringing the defib here, where the information gets downloaded through the port, and it's all. You can see just a little sensor there. I believe Dr. Henstridge does it with his with your Palm Pilot.
Yeah, laptop Palm Pilot.
And gets the info downloaded, which he can have a printout of it, or he can give the rescuers a printout, and we can use it for quality assurance or keep it for research. Regardless of, it's stored in there, and depending on where you live or what kind of service you run, he may give you another defib in the meantime, if there's something wrong with your defib, or if you had to ship it up here to get it info downloaded, I believe we can supply you with one until.
So is it through that same port that you upload
Yep.
the new guidelines into?
So everything is through there. That's the connection. That's the wireless connection to the computer. And that's basically all you got to think about, right? That's how you get on the network. It's through the IRDA port.
One of the other questions was, if you have an AED with the old guidelines, I believe you can convert yours for around $26, is it?
$22.95 is the kit. So if you have your own little IRDA port for your computer or off your laptop, whatever, you can actually do it yourself. There's complete instructions, guide you right through it. If you want us to do it, it's $79. That includes your kit fee. I mean, that's basically it. That's the batteries. Now, one of the things you'll find unique about this machine, some people will say, well, you've got commercial batteries, basically you can buy anywhere. That's true. You can buy them at a camera shop there. But the setup on this thing is a little more complex than that. It'll divert its power, so if there's one cell even that's not even working proper, which would rarely happen, it'll divert to the ones that have the power. It can actually work on a lot less power than the battery
Check
supply.
breathing. Give 2 breaths. Attach defib pads to patient's bare chest.
And I'm sure you heard in the video, those batteries can last forever. Even when the check battery signal comes on, there's still at least 100 available shocks.
If you're putting new batteries in, it will prompt you because sometimes you're going to be considered an authority if you've done instructions somewhere for someone. So they may say, well, I need, I got the red X, and they may or may not want to engage you in. They may call us, but we may want to engage you in going and sort of know that's a long ways away. So the thing is, once you put new batteries in, it'll tell you to push that green button. If you never put new batteries in, you just had them out for whatever reason, don't press the green button. And I don't really know why it makes a big difference, but that's Sol's advice, because somehow it sets the gauge on the battery, and we don't want it to, wait till it's half depleted again, type of thing, right? So, yeah, maybe quarter then. This is a waterproof compartment. This particular unit, I don't know if you know, I guess the fire guys know what an ingress means, but this one's got an IP of 55, so it's very water resistant and water and dust resistant. A lot of the competitors that you like, there's units that are like $1,200 and $1,300 right now, but they have like almost zero. Well, they have a 2.1, which is a really low rating for dust and water type thing. They don't have an LED screen, which is something we need to show. They don't have an LED screen, which actually shows the shock count, the amount of time that you're on there. It actually shows the number of shocks you've delivered. And it shows you how long you've been at the scene. And when the paramedics arrive, when the paramedics want to know how long you've been here, right?
Stay calm.
So you can tell exactly how long you've been there.
Call for
And
help.
if you're a bit panicky and that person's needed 4 or 5 shocks, sometimes you lose count of the number of shocks you've given. So, and you may not have been at the scene the whole time. You know, someone else working at that time, and you went to call 911 or whatever. So the number of shocks will be there as well. That's kind of important.
Okay, so as in the first steps with any type of rescue, what's our first priority? Just going right back to the beginning. Okay, scene survey. So is it safe, right? Next order of importance. Okay, so we want to assess the casualty, right? Hey, you okay? You okay? No response. We go call 911. We have an unresponsive casualty and come back and help. Understand? Okay, good. So he understands. So hopefully he comes back. Next step, as Ed mentioned, we want to assess the airway and head tilt, chin lift. Assess for effective breathing. If no effective breathing, apply 2 ventilations.
There's no lungs in this one, I'm sorry. I saw the chest rise though.
Get our 2 ventilations in, and if AED is going to be delayed, obviously we hop right to compressions, and we are at a rate of how many? 30, yeah, okay, 30 to 2, good. Our AED arrives. We want to get our pads on as soon as we can. Take our pads out and align them up properly.
We try and work from the left side. Everybody's done there. There's several reasons we try and work from the left side. Basically because the way the unit is constructed, the pads tend to, the wire is working on that side as on that side as well. It comes off that way.
How do we align the puck up on the chest? Anybody remember?
Crosshairs.
Okay, crosshairs, right, with the nipple line and middle of the breastbone. This is probably the most important part of applying the pads, is to make sure they're on properly. What you want to do is roll them onto the chest. You don't want to pull off your backing and then try to get them on. I like to roll them on while I'm...
Don't touch patient. Analyze.
Once you guys get the hands on there shortly, it'll be no problem. There's probably only 4 or 5 of you that actually need to do much hands-on because you haven't done it before.
So it's detected shockable rhythm. Again, I'm clear, you're clear, everybody's clear.
Lift it up, Shane.
Treatment delivered.
I'll let it go once more so you can just show
Okay.
the machine.
Don't touch patient. Analyze.
So the old guidelines, we would get up to 3 shocks in a row, which we're not doing anymore.
Don't touch patient. Analyze.
So this one will allow, you notice this one allows the second analysis, second shot. That's because this is old
Don't
guidelines.
touch patient. Press treatment button.
So you can see how it's advising us. And if you can't see that highlighted button,
Patient. Press
definitely need
treatment
some
button.
glasses.
And you'll hear the buzz for sure.
Yeah. So I'm clear, you're clear, everybody's clear.
Treatment delivered.
Will it dump if you don't push it?
Within
30 seconds.
yeah.
Don't touch patient. Analyzing.
So you get your shock in, and again, you go right back to 30 to 2, center of the chest on the
Don't
puck.
touch patient. Analyzing. No treatment advised. Open airway. Check.
The issue with the trainers, and unfortunately, the new trainers won't be out for another week. And we caught you at a bad time there, but
No circulation.
in a few minutes we're going to show you how it can be done off a live unit.
We can give them the CPR feedback.
Push harder.
So if he's not pushing hard enough,